Welcome to gym class. I hope you came dressed to sweat for success today. I'm Marcus, your inspirational motivational speaker, aka Mr. Encouragement, aka Mark My Words, aka 120 AD, which means 120% all day. And if you're not giving 120% all day, then you come to the right place, my friend, because that's what I'm here to do, is to encourage and motivate you to push yourself to be better. Now, let's just get on with this right now, because I don't even want to waste time. Because see, right now what we're getting ready to enter is into a new year. See, a new year, new me, a new you. And I wanted to step to y'all correct this time, because let me help y'all understand something. I've been kind of soft on y'all, and that's cool, right? That's okay, right? I've been kind of soft on y'all. I've been baby feeding y'all for a little bit here. And that's okay, because my message is speak words of encouragement today for the success you want tomorrow. Cool, right? See, we've been into the speaking portion. What I'm saying is that new year, right? I'm not baby feeding no more, right? Now it's time to bring you to the portion where it's time to actually do some work and sweat for this now. You say you want the life that you dream of. You say you want to live the American dream. You say you got plans for a better future for you and your family. But I'm not seeing you give 120%. I get people coming up to me all the time. I see people when I go into the schools and I speak. I hear students, they come up to me and they say, Marcus, I want to do what you do. I want to get out there and do what you do. And I tell them that's cool. But are you putting in the work? Are you focused on what's in front of you right now? See, because what's in front of you right now, what you got in front of you now is what matters. Don't try to do for the 10 years down the road. You're not there yet. You need to do the work now. So I'm here to bring you into a new year. This is a new era right here, okay? This is gym class. We come to sweat. Like I said, I hope you came dressed to sweat for success, not dressed for success. This is a different model, different message, different everything. So you're going to get a new me. And before I even get off track, I got to start off by saying this here. I've come to realize something here. I've been in and out of the communities. I go back to the communities where I grew up from and grew up in over there. You know, I live in Florida here. So, you know, growing up in the communities that I grew up in, I go back time and time. And what I'm seeing is this right here, right? I'm noticing that there are no leaders around. Right now in 2015, I'm looking for leaders, man. I'm looking for leaders to step up. You see, like I said, I'm done baby feeding. I'm not looking to baby feed you no more. Now it's time for you to either get in the meat grinder, get chewed up and spit out, or we together can get in the meat of this grind. You follow me? Because this is what it takes for us to achieve greatness together. It's all about togetherness, not about oneness. I go back to the communities and I see babies, right? Young boys that I saw come up in diapers, right? On the same corners I grew up on. That's not the problem though. The problem is when I go back out there into those communities, I'm standing shoulder to shoulder next to nobody. Nobody's out there getting this message out there to the youth who need to hear it, right? See, we're worried about what we can get and take from life, and that's the problem right there. We already are born takers. We're born taken from this world. It's not about being a taker anymore. It's about what can you give. See, this is life. This is the essence of life. Life is not about what you can take from it. You know, nature does everything opposite of what we do. Nature gives. Nature, the ocean gives, right? The ocean gives to the planet. The air gives to the planet. The flowers and the plants and the trees give to the planet. We're the only ones that take from the planet. Right? And that's the problem. See, we don't have leaders stepping up, giving their time, giving their contributions, giving their money, and that because we all want to seek to live a rich life, and that's the problem right there. See, you're seeking to live a rich life. I'm telling you, start seeking to live a life rich. You follow me here? Don't look to live a rich life with money. I'm saying look to live life rich of all of its goodness, of all of its glory, of all of its majesties, of all of its power. We want to live life rich, right? A quality of life. I'm going out back into the communities, and I'm not seeing leaders step up being leaders, man. I'm missing the people that should be out there putting this message out there. And that's okay, because that's what I'm here for. But as I said, it's time to get out of the baby feeding mode now. It's time to get into the meat of the grind, or get your butt in the meat grinder and get chewed up and spit out with the rest of the people that are not living and existing in life. John Maxwell said this. I love what John Maxwell said. He said that leaders know the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Right? Are you that type of leader? Are you the type of person that knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way? Because that's what's missing right now. See, we all want what we want. But Zig Ziglar said this. You can get what you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. Life is about giving. I don't know if y'all saw my other message where I said a gift is something for you to give. When we're blessed with a gift, we're all blessed with gifts. Every one of us are blessed with a gift. Right? But a gift is something that you give. Like you did on Christmas Day that just passed. We give away gifts. But that was yesterday's message. I'm talking about today. I'm looking for the leaders to give of themselves and give of their minds and give of their abilities and give of their health, right? And I'm not saying get yourself out and run yourself ragged. No, what I'm saying is if you're an able-bodied, if you've been blessed with health, if you've been blessed with the mind, right? The education to get out here and involve in our community and get out here and serve, then if you're not doing it like Dr. Martin Luther King said, then you're basically, what are you even living for? If you're not serving outside of yourself, what are you even living for? Right? That's what we want to do. And I'm out here looking for those type of people to step up. See, everything's all good to chase the American dream. That's all good. I'm still chasing the American dream. I'm looking for riches and glory. I'm looking for all that. But I'm not concerned about seeking monetary richness. As long as I got my mind about myself, my health, my psychology, my emotion, as long as I got all these good things about myself, right? The things that are actually free in life. As long as I got these things about myself, then my job is to do nothing but get out here now and serve the people amongst me, right? I always say, all of us have star power. But the problem with that is that some of us are choosing to be a lone star rather than to shine in a galaxy amongst a billion stars. And that's what we're doing. Some of us want to be lone stars. What happened with a lone star is eventually he burns out. And then you got nobody around you to come and light your fuel back when you need some fuel, right? This is why you got to be around. This is why you got to be amongst other people. So that when you're down, they can light you back up, right? And that's what we got to do as especially my generation. And when you're young, and you got everything about yourself, then you shouldn't be looking for what you can take from life. As I said, we're born takers already, right? But we need to look more so what we can give to life, what we can give to other people. Life is really about service. I used to notice that in church, people are so scared to give of their money. Like they're going to die with that money, right? They're thinking, I'm going to die with this money. And I'm not here advocating to give to your church when you're tithe and all that. That's your personal business if you tithe your money or not. What I'm saying is that, you see, we harbor so much that means so little. We harbor so much that has no real value to it. We harbor so much that just because our minds might be thinking, oh, this is going to the preacher, man, and he's going, who cares where it goes, right? You want to build a character inside yourself that has the attributes of giving, right? You want to be able to build these characteristics up. You see, a leader, and I'd like to ask you this question, right? You can find out if you're a leader when you ask yourself this one question. This is how you know you are a leader. They got this argument that says leaders are made, not born, or leaders are born, not made. That's this argument when it comes to leadership, right? I say, who cares, right? If you want to know if you got the attributes of a leader, just ask yourself this one question. What would you do if, right? Ask yourself that question. What would you do if, fill in the blanks. What would you do if you saw a little boy getting beat by somebody twice his size? What would you do if you saw a woman getting beat by her husband? What would you do if you saw a girl getting kidnapped in the van? What would you do if you saw something that was wrong and you did nothing about it? What would you do? You saw nobody else doing anything about that. What would you do? You see, would you call the police? And some might say, that's not being a leader. No, it's not being a leader because you called the police. But guess what? That's the attributes of a leader. Why? It takes courage. Courage are attributes of being a leader. It takes courage to call the police and say, hey, I just witnessed this. Hey, because we live in a system where people don't like to tell. We live in a system where people don't want to step up. But I'm saying is, if you fill in that blank, what would you do if? Right? What would you do if you saw something that was wrong? Would you take the initiative to call the police or call someone or tell someone about that? That takes courage. And courage is the attributes of leadership. That's why giving, even in church or wherever, giving is the attributes of leadership because you're giving of yourself. You want to build that as a character in yourself. You don't want to harbor that because then you're only hurting you and those around you can help. So you want to start building the attributes of a leadership by just taking the initiative to see something that you might say, hey, that's not right. And you step up and do something. Whether that be call somebody, tell somebody, or step in yourself. Some people like to say, I mind my own business. Well, then tell somebody or call somebody. You might say, but that's not being a leader. No, but those are the attributes of one. The courage to do something like that, the courage to step up in the situation are the attributes of a leader. And you want to build on the attributes of a leadership, right? Leaders know the way, goes the way, and shows the way, as John Maxwell said. And are you that person? I'm looking for leaders in 2015, 120% all day. Okay, we've been slacking. I've been seeing people slack off, right? No more slacking, no more giving 5%, 10%, 100%. No, 120% all day. 120 AD. This is our time, right? And you need to get involved. And don't be scared. Take on that courage, right? And jump into action. Go back and see the people in your community like I see people in my community, but I see nobody out there. It's my job. They say that if you always the one keep saying somebody need to do something about that, somebody need to do something about that, then that somebody is you, right? You can't keep saying somebody needs to do something about that. If you find yourself saying that and nobody's done nothing about it yet, then that somebody is you. Then you're being called to step up in that position, okay? So take on the roles of leadership this year in 2015. New year, new me, new you. No more baby food, okay? It's time to get into, I gave you the sweet talk, okay? I gave you the sweet talk. I'm giving you the sweat talk now. So when you see me here, you're going to get the real now. You're going to get that passion, that vigor. You're going to get that fire. And I'm going to give it to you straight now. Because we're all grown people, and I'm not saying everybody that watches my videos are grown, but what I'm saying is now we got to take on the grown and eat the grown people food. It's time to eat the meat. And let's get in the meat of the grind together instead of getting in the meat grinder and getting chewed up and spit out, okay? You know how I like that in my videos. Hey, dig deeper to go higher, to live your higher calling and purpose in this life. God bless. Be a blessing and have a blissful, successful life. And remember, 120% all day. Peace out.